Hello everyone and welcome to Demo 8, our trance recording, and we have the lovely Vicky, Natalie and Sharon with you tonight. We will be going into trance with our guides, and I have to really thank you all. Our followers have given us loads of questions, so many in fact we can't answer them all tonight, so we're going to divide them up over the next three demos. And yeah, so we're going to get started, and Natalie's going first, and our format is we go singly into trance, we'll ask the question, and our guides will step forward. And when they've stepped forward, we'll ask the question, and then they will give the answer. And then afterwards, we have a little chat about it, and then we move on to the next sitter to sit. So we hope you enjoy this experience with us. Go,
Okay.
go, go.
Thing. No pressure. I'm gonna mute.
Mm. We welcome the guides with Natalie. Welcome, friends.
Good evening. We are pleased to be with you.
Thank you for coming again. And we have a question for you, which I know you're aware of already, but I shall read it out as it was given to us. It's from a lovely lady called Trish, and she says, I have noticed highly evolved children arriving on this planet over the last 20 years. They have struggled down here with the lower energies. There is now another group of children, highly evolved children, arriving. What changes have been made that these children can complete their soul mission? I'll leave that with you.
Yes, indeed. As each generation comes through onto your earth, there are changes made. You see, these are all planned from before they incarnate onto your earthly plane, and these plans are put in place well in advance. These children also contact their parents before. They know exactly who their parents will be. Their parents, if they are awake, let's say, if they are open, they will know when these children are going to drop in, for these are very special children. And we have the rainbow children coming in, and we have the crystalline children also. These are very highly ascended beings which are coming in an already ascended state. They are coming in unlike yourselves and your generations, where you had forgotten all of your powers, all of your gifts. You had your DNA that was not yet awake. It had not been ignited. And so things were difficult and have been difficult for you to grow and to evolve. But these new beings that are coming in, as they are already enlightened, let's say, they have their remembrance when they are coming in. And they also are assisting their parents and their family units, which they assemble with. They are helping them to also evolve and develop. They are teaching them. They are almost like their teachers. There is like a dialogue where the parents are learning from these children, and they can sense their wisdom. They are coming down, coming in to the earth with that wisdom already within. So each time a new generation comes in, they are more advanced, and the plans have already been discussed between the soul groups and the soul families, because they are coming in with their crystalline light already activated now. It is somewhat easier, and we would say this is because they have the remembrance, so they know what their purpose is, they know what their mission is, they know why they are here. This does make it a slightly easier transition for these changing times on the planet. These children are assisting with the grid work. These children, where they go, where they are placed, the certain locations that they are in, this is all assisting Mother Earth. You see, it is bringing the Mother Earth back into balance, so there can be more harmony on the planet. They are also using their words and their voices to awaken others and to bring the knowledge that other humans need to hear, to awaken their consciousness, to understand what you all need to understand on your planet, so you remember why you are all here, to bring yourselves back to that love, that divine love within, to bring yourselves into your divinity and your light. These children are very special. To those of you on this planet Earth that are not awakened, you see these children as odd beings. You see these children almost like alien beings, for they are not the sheep, they are not the followers, they are independent. They have a sovereignty within them. They have a leadership style.
Could I just ask something, extending this question slightly, my friend? My guides think it'd be worth answering this. The children coming in on this high level, I know, are being adapted, and they're coming into the education systems, which has caused this labeling going on of, say, ADHD, etc. But I'm aware, obviously, these children are spread through the world, and I do believe some other countries are actually dealing with this better than others, um, with these children, allowing them to be what they would be. Do you have any comments on that or feedback?
Yes, these labels, as you say, they are being given to these children just because. they appear to be different because they have a different understanding to the rest of the beings on your planet. This is what happens. This is what happens on your planet because different people are almost feared. It is the fear. It is the fear that causes these labels and to almost ostracize people that are different. But these children need to be nurtured and protected. There will become a greater understanding. It will take time. Things will change because the more of these beings that come onto the earth, you see, there will be more and more and more. And as they grow and as they age, those children will turn into adults. There will be more beings on your planet that will be in that ascended form and in that enlightened state. So as time goes on, it is almost like a cleansing for the earth. It is bringing back the remembrance. It is bringing back the times like before when your planet was more highly evolved, when you had pure consciousness. The remembrance is coming back. It is all part of the ascension.
Thank you, my friend.
Welcome. Blessings.
You.
Thank you, and to you. You okay?
Yes, yes, all good. All good.
They were there very quick tonight. It was like,
Mm.
bam, straight in there.
Yeah, in very quick, out very quick.
Yeah. I think that's the good thing about sitting so often is our connections are so spot on now. A lot of trance teachers will say you need to blend for a long time, sit before you allow your guides to come through and be slow coming back. But when you get that connection right, it is how we see it with us. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool.
yeah, it's
Well, I
good.
think they answered that question well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Interesting topic though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I've got there's a lot of people, a lot of adults getting themselves diagnosed at the moment on
Mm.
ADHD or autism and stuff like that. And it's turning out that an awful lot of adults are in those groups because since the Second World War, they've been bringing in highly ascended children. So I think before we had this opportunity for our guys to actually sit and talk about this and say and have it channeled to us as this is going on, we were already coming in because I'm definitely one of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I think we're
Us.
all star seeds. It's just that we're coming in on higher levels. But the one thing I was told the other day, by my guys that what they've been doing with children is they bring them in, which is interesting what your guide was saying, is that they bring them in at they bring them in and they come in highly ascended, so they're born at a high level. So when they do try to fit into the 3D realm, they're bouncing around and having problems. But one of the things they said they're doing now with the children that are coming in is they're born not, they got the high ascension energy, but when they're born, that it's allowed just to be there, and then it's triggered at the point where they're going to need it. So it starts to grow and ascend as they need it in like adulthood, teens, whatever point in their life they're going to need it, which stops them bouncing around in the education systems or whatever in the world, wherever they're finding difficulty being where they're placed and stuff. Um, so they're working all the time with this energy of these ascended children. But it's interesting, your guide was saying for them to they're coming in now remembering who they are, which I thought was quite interesting. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be so much easier for us if we remembered and didn't have to go through all this healing?
I just think, yeah, I think because we're on this new quantum era timeline, we're in this awakening, we've got two streaks to go. We got the streak where everybody will stay the same, and they've got people like us, and who are changing and evolving and seeing there's something else out there. And we are growing with it, but we are the ground breakers. So we've had to do all of the learning
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
and
heavy stuff.
triggering and for the teaching, because you're all teachers here.
Mm.
And then but the next generation, they'll be more elevated and they'll just come in on that higher plane, go, well, actually, everything they said there was correct, plus this, and this. And yeah, they'll already be there.
Mm.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And
Mhm.
eventually, probably over one, two, three, four generations are going, so say 200 years down the line, no, there's actually just said 195, a bit odd, but never mind. That if we stay on this new timeline and everything goes as it should, we'll have a very elevated society, and we won't be living like we do now. We won't be living in massive towns and stuff like that. We'll be more community based and things, and the different. We still have technology, but we'll be more families that go back to being generation families, and we'll almost go back a few hundred years in the way we live as families, but we'll be living in a more high tech, sustainable society.
I can actually see that movement already starting where there's so many people taking their children out of school for homeschooling.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're
So,
moving away from the towns into countries and villages, and because they want to be in a better environment,
Yeah.
yeah.
or they dream of doing it if they haven't done it.
Going off grid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like growing your own, all that stuff in it. Growing your own, herbs, all that stuff.
I would be well up for that. Yeah. Hmm.
Well,
Veg.
even though I've got a small garden, I am trying to grow cucumbers, tomatoes, and squashes.
Love it.
Yeah, it's only for like a week's supply at the end of it. Oh God, I've got a pot of tomatoes. I'll eat those. Oh, chilies, we go chilies. But if you imagine that on a bigger scale and you had a community family to help you,
Yeah.
you'd all be able to,
Grow it.
you would be self-sustaining. It'd be a
Yeah.
different world.
This
But
is
you
why you
can
don't need money then,
still,
would you? You wouldn't need
you,
money then.
you can still live like that, but have a high-tech world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not saying build your houses out of mud and go back to no eating and whatever. It's
So
you're in a very high tech existence, but you're living in a community that's supporting each other, and you know where your source comes from, your food, your water.
it will be poisoned, will it, your food?
Yeah, everything will
Chemicals,
be
all that
heating
stuff.
and everything would be from the
Yeah.
sun, the wind, and the water, not from, yeah, it's just be different.
Fat cats.
So I think that's what these children are here for. But right, okay. Thank you, Natalie and her guide. So we're moving on to Vicky now. I'll mute up while you go down. We welcome Vicky's guides. Welcome, friends.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes,
Welcome back.
you're here once again.
If you're ready for your question.
Yes, yes.
So this is from Julia. Why is it important to be able to communicate with you, which I guess she means guides? What is helpful for people to understand about this exchange? I know you're going to like that question.
Yes, yes, very good. Well, I know my fellow guides would like me to explain almost our role in this. As we too have a role, we too want to say it is a partnership. As you know, everyone has guides. No one is special. It's important to know that each and every soul is given a team. Some will have the privilege to connect with us. And it is a privilege for us to also be heard, you see. Yes. As there is so much noise in the human mind, this can and does affect the communication, the channels of energy that we require to be able to connect with you. But it is not something that not everybody can do. It's just the discipline and the time to intertwine, I want to say, our energies. As you know, we are within the consciousness, and you connect to the consciousness, and that is how we connect to you. Some would say we are in the room with you, yes, but not in a sense as you would think we are standing next to you. It is but energy with you, and we are able to connect into your energy this way. Why you were given teams, I hear you asking. Yes, why? Because you see, each of you is given almost a guide that will guide you from birth. Yes. We do not interfere, but we are there through the stages of your life, from birth to death. That is a given. And over time, some of you may have and connect to other guides. Your soul is already known to these guides, you see. Like the previous guide mentioned, the children that are coming forward also have this in place. But they are more evolved and they are connected as soon as they are born. Whereas you, my dears, have had to, some would say, navigate the energies to then remember. But it is part of when you were meant to on your soul plans also. Yes, we talk about free will, but there is also things written in the stars, I want to say, yes. So, we are here to guide and support your journey, your mission, but mainly why you are here and what you are part of, as it is not a individual but a community. We have used this word tonight already, you see. We are a collective. You are a collective on this planet, even though humans are very individual and stand alone. You are also very connected, yes, and connection is very important, not only for your life on Earth and on this planet, but also to connect to the energy of the universe of consciousness. So this is where we connect in with you, we support you. Some, like I have said, have the ability to communicate and gain guidance, and we bring forward wisdom and our learning on our level and what we can bring to your life and others that you encounter on your life path, as that in turn also triggers that connection, you see, connecting the dots, connecting the energy between everybody, as you cannot do things alone. It is about empowering everyone, and this is where our role comes in. You must remember your soul also holds lots of knowledge. So we are, yes, very, yes, we like to understand that not only is it important to connect with your teams, but also to really look within. Yes, look within your soul as your soul brings forward this knowledge too. As you know, it has lived many, many lives and will continue to. So, yes, we would like to say it is important to acknowledge your inner knowing as well as us guiding us bringing forward that remembrance and that energy to help you really connect to you, your light, and others. Yes. So, yes. So you can have more than one, as you know, this guide. Oh, yes, we are of 7, but we talk individually. Yes, but we are one of 7, but this medium has lots of different guides that step forward for different reasons. They are not always here. They come when required. They know this is the connection of energy. It is, yes, some would say faster than the speed of light, but really there's no such thing, you see. It is but a thought, even before you've even thought it. Yes, that's what I want to say, because that is how the quantum works, you see. It works before you even know it will happen. Yes. And that is another question I feel will come forward, and I will discuss that once again.
I do want to extend this question a little bit, my friend, if that's okay.
Yes.
We communicate with you to help guide us and answer questions. And I know you're allowed to give us guidance, even though we are, what's the word, we're not really, you're not supposed to really influence us too much, but you do nudge us along. But then we have to take our own decisions from those nudgings. Is that correct?
Is correct, yes. We can bring forward, some would say, signals and signs of where you need to be.
Hmm.
And yes, you may go down this path, but then your world will chuck a little curveball in, I want to say. Yes, a little curveball that may take you away, but when you think about journeys you have been on, you will always end up where you were meant to be. We cannot, like you say, interfere with the cycle of life, I want to say. But we can bring knowledge forward to help you go on a journey or path. We help you in many ways. You must remember that what you do with these things is part of your soul once again. It is areas of where your soul is. You are already, some would say, on this path in the multiverse. So where you may be a healer here on Earth, you may be a healer elsewhere within the universe, you see. And sometimes those soul timelines intertwine. But we are here, yes, the little nudges, the little signs, yes, and we can help. Some is a reality. We can help. But sometimes situations that you are living or going through can be very troublesome. Yes. We cannot interfere, but we do provide healing. Yes, we provide healing. And some of you may feel sometimes that you're so overwhelmed by something, but then all of a sudden you will calm. Yes, this is us, you see. stepping into your energy just to help balance the energy. And unfortunately, sometimes what you are going through may be yet again a learning or life lesson that your soul must learn this time around, my dears. So, yes.
Yes, I've experienced that recently, that healing to quickly reset given from guides. It's a very powerful source. Thank you.
Oh,
Do you have anything you want to add to that, Natalie? Or you okay?
yes, you put me through my paces this evening. Thank you.
We like to while you're here. Get our money's worth. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for coming forward.
And
Thank
thank
you.
you for the beautiful Julia who provided the question. Yes,
Yes, she'll be happy that's been answered.
yes. And welcome more questions as we are learning also.
Mm,
No, we are aware of your lives, but we have lived different ones, you see. So we are too but learning at the same time. Yes. And we thank you for entrusting us with our words we provide back. Yes, thank you.
thank you.
Blessings. Tien lahana hui na hua oshini orai.
Thank you, friend.
Thank you, everyone. Yes. Oh, oh,
Okay.
With my arms, he does.
I should just say to the viewers while Vicky's recovering, the reason Vicky moves in the energy or Natalie's face twinges or I move like that while I'm in trance is it's the way our physical body deals with our energy connecting and blending with us. We all react in different ways. Some transitors will stay still, others react more physically. And that would change over time as our guides learn to adjust our energies and our physical bodies learn to deal with their energies blending with us. Cool. Any feedback on that, Natalie?
No, that was all good, pretty succinct, I think. I
Yeah.
mean, you could
And
probably talk all night just about guides, couldn't you? And how
well, yeah,
they help us and
they've
mhm.
got to put it and because what the listeners need to understand that our guides are either highly ascended light beings or physical ascended beings, and they have their own communication or language, and they then have to adapt it into our language and at our level of understanding for viewers who are going to be at different levels of understanding. So, yeah, I think
I mean, I love it when quite often they'll come through with examples and it'll just make it so much more easier to understand what they're trying to articulate.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, they
very,
because they use what's in our heads or in our world Google.
yeah.
They can tap into that quite easily. Cool. Right, so that's me next. So do you want to read the question out, Vicky?
Yeah. And which
Okay.
one are you doing?
Number three, Beth's.
Okay. So
Okay.
how does the human imagination help our connection with our guides?
Yeah.
Cool. You did a post on this, didn't you, this week? That's weird.
Did
Did
I?
imagination you did? Yeah, I think you did, didn't you?
Oh, did I? Oh
I think you
God, I
watched
can't
it.
remember. Do so many things with my guides.
Yeah, that's
Well,
cool.
they better have something to say about it then, I think.
Well, that's really cool though, isn't it? Very serendipitous.
Yeah. Okay. Greetings.
Welcome.
We're on the ball tonight.
Are you ready for your question?
Oh, yes.
Oh, we already
Thank
know it.
you. Hmm.
So this is a
Okay.
question from Beth, and she is, how does the human imagination help our connection with our guides?
Hmm. So we will go back to the youngling, the earth child. And for those who've had the privilege to see children play at an early age, they learn through growth of imagination, but they take what they see in their earth world and they change it into an imaginary existence within their play. It is like a spark of energy that sits within the human brain, but it is much more than that. What we call the imagination, from your understanding, is an energy ancient that goes back millions of years of existence through the quantum domain of creative intelligence within the universe. It is a spark of energy for change. And we like to use the imagination of a human being for their growth and development and societal change, behavior and technology advancements. So this imagination energy, as we are calling it, exists within the brain, within every cell of your body. It is an intelligence that exists. So when the brain connects, the hands can create, paint and draw, pottery, or whatever it is in your world that the imagination needs to be used for to create something of beauty to learn from. The imagination is also a source of energy that we use to bring knowledge through. So the knowledge that exists in the quantum universe, think of it as like a universal library of existence that has everything that has been created across the expanse of this universe and many more. all of that knowledge, all of how it was created is sitting within this energy of the universe. And when we feel it is time for Earth in its many degrees of ascension over the period of existence to have a new piece of knowledge to help them ascend and expand, it is channeled through an energy line into the energy of the Earth atmosphere. It cannot be seen. It is not known to be there by the human eye or ear, but it is picked up by the quantum waves, those sparks within the brain. And there would be humans that have been destined and placed on Earth to have the imagination to tune in to that knowledge and create what is ever needed for the spark of growth of humanity. So this could be, say, your Tesla that invented many creations, the phone, electricity creators as well, through to the channelers of books, the simple drawing the child expresses to show their feelings from their day they've had. It is used in many ways. Sometimes it is used as a test for humanity. Is humanity ready for this piece of knowledge, we say? So we send it through the airways into that energy of Earth. We wait for that spark of imagination. And even the scientists that do not believe in what you are perhaps doing now have an imagination that can take an advancement of that knowledge and expand it into the need of humanity. That is how the imagination is used. They can have the brain to create an amazing machine or an amazing vaccine. But it's the imagination of how that can then grow, how it can help humanity for the best. Unfortunately, as we witnessed in the 50s and 40s, of the nuclear devices that were created that were used in the wrong way against humanity. It was never destined for that, this piece of knowledge. And the imagination of those humans overtook in the wrong direction and proceeded more than we expected them to do at that time, because it was supposed to be a source given to humanity so you did not drain the blood from Earth, her oils and gases that help sustain her existence. So sometimes when we give knowledge to Earth and the imagination of those who accept this knowledge to create from it in all aspects of life, it can be not the right time. Sometimes it is the right time and that imagination advances that even further. The daydreamer amongst you are those we seek. Those we seek to connect with us, for us to communicate to you in a way that we can transmit our thoughts through telepathic communication and blending with your minds. Those are the humans we seek at the moment, because the daydreamers among you with the high imaginations have a different energy to those that don't seem to be able to have this source within them. But yet that source is within them, and it is being suppressed by the 3D energy of fear, hate, and doubt that lives among humans. The more humans ascend and can let go and calm their minds, this beautiful imaginative energy that exists within your human form will grow and extend. And you were talking earlier of the community world in the future. This is the plan in this new quantum era of existence that humanity will live in. And it would take the imaginations of every human on this planet to create this new earth. Manifestation comes from imagination. Manifestation is what you imagine your world can be, a better place. Your societies can live without fear, or can have water and food and clothes. The children can be allowed to live, use their imaginations for the better of humanity, find their true form and their true selves instead of being suppressed and indoctrinated. This is how the imagination energy is going to help Earth grow. Do you have any further questions? And yes, I did swap out. We are a new guide here.
Must have asked my question. I was going to say you're different.
Yes,
Welcome. Welcome.
it is a pleasure. I'm Palladian.
Oh.
I'm connected with Castriariel, who is her channeling guide.
Thank you. It's very insightful what you shared.
It's been a pleasure. And I do believe I will be returning.
Excellent. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Capastanica unto you.
Thank you. That's skinny.
Interesting. The language of many for the language of the few. Dear.
I had a new guide.
Ah, the emotions coming out now.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was quite
Nice.
deep, but it was good
Could
stuff
feel
they were
the
saying.
love there.
Yeah, I love the Palladian energy.
Oh,
It almost looked like you froze
Mm.
again, didn't it?
Left out, didn't it? It was weird. It was like, whew. I was like, oh, hang on, this doesn't seem the same
I
guy.
felt, I'm just going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt my Arcturian guide. He's always there first. He must be the one that takes me into trance, I've now discovered.
Mm.
Telekin, he comes in. Then I thought I felt the Salatorians before I went down because they're normally the ones that come forward. Then I must have gone in, and then they just said the Salatorians are holding the space for the guide to come in. So that's interesting, isn't it? They hold the space for that
Mm.
new guide to come in. And the funny thing is, I was thinking Cashierial a bit earlier, and Cashierial is my one of my main Palladian guides who helps me channel when I do my books and stuff. And she's behind a lot of what I do from that side of it.
Well, they said
So,
they were connected to her.
yes, that's interesting.
Mm.
It felt different.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I felt like I was being held like in this
Yeah,
energy and I couldn't
very powerful.
couldn't move. I'm there and I don't normally move anyway, but it felt
I,
stronger. It
I
felt
could
different tonight.
I could see like an energy here as well.
Yeah, I feel very hot here.
Yeah, I felt I could see an energy here. I tried to take a photo. Yeah, it was definitely something going like almost like a face I could see there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. If my phone went funny. I was trying to take it.
Oh, they didn't want you to.
I did take one, I think.
Oh, did you?
One in.
Oh, oh, okay.
sorry.
Well, hopefully they
On
what
him.
was, I don't forgot what the question was. Oh yeah, imagination.
Yeah, I was kind of very interested how it went into something else almost, didn't it? But it was interesting how it was collected.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Cool.
quite. Mm,
Mm.
it
And when
was.
you spoke at the end, you said something like in a different language, and I felt like I needed to say something back, and I went, I don't, oh God, that's a bit weird. And then he said, "Oh yes, what do you say? Language of many, or not, but not many, or something." And then he went. It was really different. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, it was really cool.
I've got a clue what that is then. They don't normally do different. They did it a while ago. They did had me doing something, didn't they? It wasn't we weren't recording it though. It was something we did
No,
as a
that was
group, wasn't
the
it?
sea
And
creature, wasn't
yeah,
it?
I don't often go off into another language for some reason. Perhaps because you do a lot of like language and stuff, don't you? I always think you have
Yeah.
to really sort of let yourself go for that. Um, but it's not always your destiny to have it. So we'll do it. It's whatever's right at the time, I guess. Okay. Well, we hope you
Oh,
enjoyed that, our followers and listeners and viewers. And yeah, we'll see you next time round. We've got these amazing questions to come. So this is number 8. We'll do a 9 and a 10. And to see where it takes us all. So I hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you again soon.
thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.